Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Purdy now on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his fifth year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense he's going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
13 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Christian McCaffrey.
A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On comes Thomas Morstead, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Rams offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll get 11 there. And that's It's a quick first down.
First down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Bryce Huff in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Parkinson in motion. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run once more with McCaffrey. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
He was taken down by
Pick up there of 13. First down, 49
yards. First down, San Francisco.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. On the ground is McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
A big-time play for the Niners. It's a gain of 34.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Throwing is Purdy. to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
That's good.
First time they've whooped his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
36-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Receiver in motion, headed left. Off play action. It's Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yard across the 50 to the 48.
9 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
The motion man is Nakua. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Brings up 2nd
and they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he will score. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown, Rams. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Rams move out to a 7-3 lead.
Rams 7. 49ers 3.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 36-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man, it's the tight end, Jake Tonjes. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And a big run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half.
1st down, San Francisco.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's into the end zone. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, San Francisco. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7.
10, Rams 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Rams offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now a timeout Rams, it's number 2. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He gets this complete, finding Adams.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Stafford to throw again. That's caught by Kuka. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That is caught. What a throw. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Point after try, forthcoming.
For the extra point.
His kick is good, and the Rams are on top. It's 14-10.
14, 49ers 10.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. The motion man is Nakua. Now a second down throw for Stafford. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throw on third down, Stafford. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, L.A.
That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now it's Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8. Down to bootleg with Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. A lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. He throws to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a third and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Dean Winters there to bring him down.
At the 35-yard line. A A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Rams first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
23-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Rams.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Corum. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. The motion man is Nakua. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
A try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Rams are out to a 21-10 lead.
21, 49ers 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. Kittle is the man in motion. Third down. Purdy. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They put Adams in motion. Receiver in motion, going right. Off play action, it's Stafford. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
That's good.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Stafford now to throw on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On the option, here's Williams.
Williams again, the ball carrier. Eric Kendrick.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Stafford to throw it. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone, and it pays off with first and goal.
First down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. They'll go with Williams. And he's in! Kyron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That's his second touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Off the play fake. Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Puna 4. Getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Third and short. Purdy. Open man there. It is Bourne. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
Complete.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
And he's in! George Kittle! Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. They go play action with Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
12 yards.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
At the 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They'll run it with Williams. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Third and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try to run it with Williams. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
That one is good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
31.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall.
Complete to Ricky Pearsall. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now, second and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's blocked out, but they are out of timeouts. So it's a win here for the Rams. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.